My name is Craig Sewing, and this is the American Dream.
We ought to always look at what you're paying in taxes, and when we talk about real estate, I always look at the liability of capital gains when you sell a home. And in past shows, we talked about the 1031. Wanted to play a video for you so you can understand it a bit better. And then, of course, we're going to bring our exclusive expert on the topic, Bill Exeter, here in just a moment. So let's take a look at this video. Hey, Bill.
Good to be back. How are you?
How are you, man?
Good.
I want to watch this video here and take a look at what we're educating people on.
Sounds good.
People think of a 1031 exchange. They may not realize there are 3 structures to choose from. The 3 structures include the forward 1031 exchange, reverse 1031 exchange, and improvement 1031 exchange. The most common structure is known as the forward 1031 exchange. In this transaction, you sell your existing property first and then purchase your replacement property later. In a reverse 1031 exchange, you purchase your replacement property first and then you sell your existing property later. In the improvement 1031 exchange, you sell your existing property and purchase a new property, with some of the proceeds used to make improvements on the new property. Not only can you 1031 exchange real property, you can also 1031 exchange personal property, such as franchise agreements, livestock, airplanes, a fleet of vehicles, artwork, and much, much more. 1031 exchanges are complex. That's why you need an expert. Call Exeter 1031, 619-239-3091.
Well, I'm not exchanging a fleet of vehicles, Bill, but I do own some investment properties. I know our viewers do as well. And I don't know what we're going to talk to you about today. That video did a really good job, but you're obviously the expert. You're the guy behind that video. You're here every month with us. You're on the radio show. 1031 is so important for people to understand. I think more than just knowing how to handle it, leverage it, but to make sure you don't make the mistake. How many people make mistakes on this? So in your own words, obviously you're responsible for the video. Explain what it is if you could.
Sure. The 1031 exchange allows an investor who has bought investment property, rental property, or property used in a business, and maybe they want to trade up into a larger property, a more productive property, diversify in terms of types of properties or different types, different asset classes. They can do that without incurring their capital gain taxes through the 1031 exchange transaction. So it's really a tax-deferred transaction so that they can switch or reallocate their portfolio without getting hit with the taxes.
Bill, the reverse versus the forward. Enlighten me. You know, I know a little bit about this real estate space, and I have a lot of questions around this. I don't really understand how it necessarily works, so if you could.
Sure. You know, with the forward 1031 exchange, or what we call the regular 1031 exchange, the investor is selling first, and then they have certain time frames to worry about, and they have to reinvest within those time frames. And if they can't, the exchange fails, it becomes taxable. So with the reverse 1031 exchange, they can actually take all the time they want, find the right property to buy, acquire the property first. So they're buying first, and then they have the 180 days in which to sell their current property. And in today's market, which is such a fast-paced market where we're seeing multiple offers, we're getting into bidding wars, it takes a lot of the risk out of the 1031 exchange when they can buy first.
Well, bottom line is this, it is a confusing topic. When we talk about finance earlier, I was talking about bankruptcy, credit. These are all very complicated topics. The best advice I can give you, if you own investment properties, go to ExeterGroup.com and have Bill on your team. Have him in your smartphone. Have him as someone you can call. If you're in the real estate industry, we've seen a lot of different real estate experts on the show already today. This is the kind of guy that you need on your team. He has great information at ExeterGroup.com. I really, really encourage you to add him onto your team. Bill, you got an event coming up. I'm pretty excited for you. You're going to be hosting the event for Carl DeMaio, who ran for mayor here. Now he's making the move to the national political scene. Tell me about your event.
It's on next Thursday, so it's May 22nd. It's at our offices at 402 West Broadway, downtown, 5:30 till probably about 8 p.m. or so. Great opportunity for you to come down, meet Carl in person, hear what his platform is, ask him a ton of questions, really find out what he's all about and what he's going to do and change and improve in Congress.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can count on me being there. If you're a viewer of this show, Bill can give you the, what website do they need to go to, Bill? How can they, if they want to go, attend?
Actually, they can call our office directly, so just call the number on the screen and we'll go ahead and email you out the flyer from there, or we can give it to you over the phone, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, find us. Go to Exeter1031.com, go to craigsewing.com. We'll make sure that we get you to that event. I will definitely be there. I think Carl DeMaio is a really interesting guy. You know, I try and position myself politically neutral depending on the issue, but he's running for a Republican, specifically Republican. What was he running for now, Bill?
52.
Okay, so
District 52.
Yeah, so bottom line is this, is Carl DeMaio is a new face Republican Party. He's an interesting guy. I think you should go and at least hear what he has to say, get to know Bill, ask him some questions about 1031. I'll be there as well for a little bit. So excited about that. Bill, excited about your event. We look forward to talking about it on future shows and certainly on the radio show as well. All right, coming up, we're going to bring in Glenn Henderson and Shannon Keatley, the authors of a book that they recently wrote. They created a DVD around it. They run the Alliance Group, which is a model that's based not just about real estate, but all of the components of real estate, from your mortgage to your credit, to your financial plan, your estate plan. After they're bringing in our financial analyst, Steve Sexton, to really help you understand all the solutions in real estate. But also, I've talked a lot so far on the show about baby boomers retiring. There's a silver hair tsunami coming through, as coined by Steve Sexton. We're going to learn about that here on The American Dream in just a moment. Stay tuned.